I've been looking forward to interview this guy because when my staff told me we had Teddy Turner, the son of Ted Turner, on, I said, well, is he slightly to the left of center, like, let's say, his dad? Turns out he is not, but he's a pragmatic individual. He's backing Ben Carson, very influential in these parts. He joins us right now. Teddy, good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
You're a conservative, but with social leanings, so you're like an odd mix, right?
Well, I'm a big social moderate,
okay.
Big fiscal conservative. We can't just keep doing what we're doing and expect to survive.
Now, is your dad okay with that? Because he's a little liberal.
He's a bit liberal. Well, but it depends on the subject, really. You know,
right.
when we talked about things, when I was running for office, he always tended to come to my side and understand when I was coming from.
As a conservative.
As very much a conservative.
Like a
South Carolina conservative.
Yeah, a right-wing guy, right?
Some people called me Tea Party.
Did he take you out of the inheritance there? What happened?
No, he probably would have if he could.
All right. So you all get along, and there's diversity in your family and all that.
You know, he's a great conversationalist. I've learned so much sitting at his table for many years, and he's a brilliant, brilliant man. That doesn't make us agree on everything.
Okay, he used to have a network with CN.
Yeah, started a little thing.
Let me ask you, like Ben Carson?
I love Ben Carson.
Why?
Because he's not a politician. We have 9,000 years of collective experience in Washington, and we've screwed it up hugely. We owe $20 trillion, no way to pay it back. You're talking about China and the $4 trillion we owe them.
Right.
We're in trouble. We're in really deep trouble.
How does Ben Carson address that? He's a doctor, a very good one.
Yes, because common sense comes back in. From what I've realized running for office and working around politics now, it's not about common sense anymore in Washington. It's about getting elected, getting reelected, and telling the base what they want to hear. And most of all these candidates do that. Ben doesn't do that. He's like sitting with your grandfather and talking about common sense things the way they should be. That I love about him.
You know what I like about him, and it gets at the doctor part, doesn't he remind you the doctor would say, well, Neil, you could lose a little weight, you don't have to, might be a good idea.
But that's what
but his critics say that's a great skill set. He's a brain surgeon, he's one of the most decorated surgeons in history, but, you know, being in the Oval Office, different talent set.
Well, we have no talent set in there now.
Well, if you're going outside the box, why not, let's say, Donald Trump?
I have a problem with Donald. I don't want to get into personal issues, but I don't like him. I can't really say that, can I? Because when he gets elected, it's going to come back to haunt me, isn't it?
As a hater, why?
No, I just, he's a politician now. He's telling people what they want to hear. He's flip-flopped on every major issue.
Well, Ben Carson's had to take some things back.
He's had to not take things back. He has gotten people to understand what he truly tried to say.
And he admits that he's on a learning curve, right?
And running for office the first time out and running for the biggest office in the world, you're going to make mistakes. You don't know the political machine. That is endearing to me.
But don't you have to know the machine to master the machine? You know what I mean? Like, you have to know how it operates to operate.
No, because you bypass the machine. The machine's broken. We need somebody to come in.
You sound like the president. He bypassed the machine with
every single day.
So that's what the problem is. Right?
We cannot change the system. You can't go to Washington and change the system as one of 500. It's not going to work. We need leadership above and beyond that's not beholden. Trump's not beholden. I love that about him.
Yeah.
He can say what he wants to say.
But
the problem is
mean. Right?
When he says what he wants to say, like talking about bombing Syria, we can't just run around and tell people we're going to bomb people.
When you guys have dinner conversations, who's your dad's candidate?
Unfortunately, Hillary Clinton right now.
Not Bernie Sanders.
I don't even think Dad could vote for a socialist. So
see, you guys
not even possible. So
the rest of the family, are they like you or what?
Most of them are pretty liberal. Carson told me one thing that was very interesting.
Were you dropped in a fire or whatever?
Well, after I got out of the Citadels, and my dad made me go to military school, which thank goodness he did. It was another brilliant move. But I went to the Soviet Union for a couple years. And when you go there, I've heard everything that Bernie's saying or that Hillary or Obama has been saying for years. And it was guys with hammers and sickles. We don't need to be there. And we cannot move more towards socialism. It doesn't work. There are failed socialist countries all over the world. Why do we want to go down that path? It makes no sense, except where Bernie can tell people exactly what they want to hear. Free this, free that, free this, free that. You know what? That's how you get elected. It's how you get elected at student council government, but that's not how you should get elected to the White House.
Well, Is Dad watching right now? Because he could have disowned you right during this interview.
He probably isn't. I don't think he watches Fox. He and Rupert go back many years.
Watch Fox.
Yeah,
Teddy, really, very nice having you.
Good to see you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, good seeing you. We have a lot.